everybody, Erica Serwin here, and today I've got a very special gift card holder to show you. This is one that I make each year for my children's classroom teacher. I feel like they deserve something extra special, so I make a double gift card holder for them. This would be great for anybody who really deserves something extra special. So it's a little over the top, but I thought I'd show you how I put it together. It is like a wallet. It unties on the side. Oh, and I do want to say that my design on the front and on the inside were inspired by Tennille Williams. I'll have a link to her original card. It was so cute, and I am always inspired by Tennille. So thanks, Tennille. I appreciate it. It's not exactly the same, but I was definitely very inspired. All right, so when you open the inside, there are 2 gift card holders, and I haven't gotten the other one, but I like to give them a gift card to dinner and a movie so they can have a date with their husband or their boyfriend one night completely on us. So that's why I have 2 gift cards. You could always do 2, their 2 favorite stores, or even the iTunes cards come in 2 or 3 packs sometimes, so you could do 2, you could do a third one. It's just a fun way to give a gift. All right, so let me show you how I made this. The first thing I did is I started out with a 5 by 10 piece of craft, and I scored it at 5 so it makes a square. And then on the inside, I have done a bunch of the steps already ahead of time so that this video wouldn't be 30 minutes long. I took a 4 3/4 white square, 2 of them, and I adhered a 4 and, let's see, what is that? 4 5/8 square of basic black on it. Now I have used the snowflake from Jolly Christmas with Versamark ink, and I embossed it with Whisper White, or just, I guess it's just called white embossing powder. And I'm going to tape these inside, and I do want to give you a little warning when you're using craft. Really be generous with the adhesive, because let's see, how do I want that? Because for some reason craft is hard to stick to, so make sure you're using fast fuse or tear and tape. All right, so I've put those in. Next I used the gift card Thinlit, and I cut out a real red. I cut out 2 of them, 1 for each side, and then I cut 1 out of our real red DSP that comes in the bright stack, and then I cut it in half because that's all we're going to be able to see. I'm going to leave it open here. You'll see just a second. Now I'm going to put quite a bit of adhesive so that this will stick as I fold it. Let's see if I can get it lined up along that long side. After you do this, actually, this is the wrong side. You can see I cut mine. See how it's cut right here? When you cut these gift card holders, you need a 6-inch square piece of cardstock, and mine was 5 1/2. So I cut just a little bit of that edge off, but I knew it wouldn't matter. I was going to fold that up on the bottom, but we've covered it up here perfectly. So you can get away with a 5 1/2, cutting a piece of paper in half at the 5 1/2 inch mark, and you have to turn the Thinlit, and you cut off just a corner of one of those because you're going to fold it up anyway and it won't be able to be seen. I intended for it to be down here, but because we're adding that inside paper, it's being covered up as well. Now this is what I had to do the last time. I noticed I couldn't get this DSP lined up exactly right on these edges, and when I folded them over, I didn't want you to see the back side. So I just trimmed that off. If you can see it sticking out a little bit, just trim it off right there. Okay, so fold the bottom one up and fold these over, or you can even do it like this. I think that's actually a little bit easier. It doesn't matter, we're gonna cover it up anyway with a piece of corrugated cardstock. This is a 1 1/2 inch piece of corrugated cardstock, and I cut it a little bit long because I'm gonna trim it on the edge just to get it exactly right. I've got paper stuck to me and ink everywhere. All right, so there, I'm going to turn it over and trim it. Seems like that side's a little bit at an angle, so I made it a little bit longer to trim it. All right, so now that I had those 2, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put that adhesive here. Now you could fold this over, but I wanted to leave it open to see that cute paper. Again, with a fast fuse, be generous. All right, so now for the sentiment, I ended up using Happy Christmas, which is from the Oh What Fun stamp set. This is, I believe it goes with the tag kit, and I love this set. It's great. So I use the Happy Christmas, and we're going to stick that right here. And then for the other side, I'm going to leave that blank, and I'm not going to put it on yet because I want to write on it, and I'm going to write a little message to their teacher and say who it's from. I'm realizing now the one thing that I forgot to do that you need to do before you put these on, luckily Fast Fuse comes off pretty easily on this craft, is to put this underneath. So don't do what I did. Stop. If you are making this along with me, hopefully you've gone all the way to the end. You need to run a piece of this striped real red ribbon. See, you know, I don't know why the craft doesn't hold on to adhesive as well as other cardstocks, but right now I'm glad because this just peeled right up. I'm going to go ahead and add another layer of Fast Fuse. And there we go. See, problem solved. All right, so there are your 2 gift cards. So now, let me cut that. That will be tied right there. I have another piece that I have made just like the inside, same measurements, a 5 3/4 square and a 5 5/8 square, embossed with that little snowflake. And then I used the same designer series paper and used our banner thinlits to cut the biggest banner. You can see how this is just a little over the top. Lots of tools. Whoops, let's get that straight. Lots of tools, lots of embellishments. All right, and now I cut out a gold glimmer banner, and I believe, let's see, this is from the gift bag thinlit collection. I'll have to list it for you on my blog, so make sure you hop back over there. I cut it in half because I wanted it to stick out a little bit more. So instead of cutting 2 and wasting paper, you can cut it in half, and we're going to put a couple of dimensionals, my favorite. Hopefully Santa put some of these in my stocking because I use so many. All right, there. And that's the deer from the same stamp set, Jolly Christmas, right there, in Stays On, cut in, not Stays On, I'm sorry, our archival black, and cut out with a 2.5-inch circle. You can see he kind of doesn't fit, but it works. All right, so now I put a strip of Fast Fuse, and I'm going to put some gold sequins there, and some pom-pom trim. Let's see, do I have enough Fast Fuse to stick that down? I think so. I know it looks weird. Just wait, just wait. Now I'm going to get some black satin ribbon and tie a bow. Remember, don't pull those bows tight until you've gotten it exactly how you want it. Just like that. Snip it. And now I'm going to get several glue dots. Let's do 3. 1, 2, 3, and stick that right there. And you can see how that bow keeps those from hanging in front of that cute little reindeer. All right, so now let's trim these. Oh, it's just so cute. I have 3 daughters, but only 2 are still in elementary. So I showed you earlier in the week on my blog for my daughter's teacher, she has 7. I bought some little Sonic gift cards for each of them because I figured at least they would all enjoy a drink on us at Sonic. But for my elementary girls, they have 1 teacher, and so each of their teachers will get that special treat. Alrighty, remember, hop back to my blog to see them, to see more pictures, and to see my product list. All right, Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.